High stakes and high drama France's electoral showdown. France is on the edge of its seat. The upcoming runoff election could reshape its future. On one side, we have the incumbent president, Emmanuel Macron. On the other, the far-right challenger, Marine Le Pen. This isn't just another election, it's a battle for the soul of France. Will France stick with Macron's centrist vision, or take a sharp turn to the right with Le Pen? The outcome could change not just France, but all of Europe. France is a key player in the European Union and on the global stage. What happens here will send ripples across the continent and beyond. Buckle up, folks. This is going to be one wild political ride. Emmanuel Macron, the centrist incumbent's journey. Emmanuel Macron burst onto the French political scene like a comet. In 2017, at just 39 years old, he became France's youngest president. Macron positioned himself as a centrist, vowing to be neither left nor right. His victory was seen as a rejection of traditional party politics. Macron's journey to the Élysée Palace was unconventional. He'd never held elected office before becoming president. Instead, he had a background in investment banking and served as economy minister. Macron founded his own political movement En Marche. As president, Macron has faced numerous challenges, including the Yellow Vest protests and the COVID-19 pandemic. His supporters praise him for pushing through reforms and standing up for France on the world stage. Critics, however, label him as the president of the rich. Now Macron is fighting for a second term, campaigning on a platform of continued reform and European integration. Marine Le Pen, the far-right's rising star. Enter Marine Le Pen, the far-right challenger gaining ground. Le Pen is no newcomer to French politics. She took over leadership of the National Front from her father in 2011. She rebranded the party to National Rally in 2018. Le Pen's rise reflects a broader trend across Europe. We're seeing a surge in populist nationalist movements. Le Pen channels concerns about immigration and globalization. She presents herself as a defender of French values and sovereignty. She faced off against Macron in the 2017 election and lost. This time, Le Pen focuses more on economic issues. Polls show her closer to Macron than ever before. Critics warn her softer image is just a facade. They argue her core policies remain extreme. Clash of visions, Macron versus Le Pen. Macron champions a pro-European Union, globally engaged France. He wants to continue economic reforms to make France more competitive. Le Pen presents a more inward-looking vision. She promises to protect French workers and businesses from global competition. She proposes drastic cuts to immigration and a referendum on France's EU membership. Macron envisions France leading a more integrated European Union. Le Pen wants to change France's relationship with the EU, potentially leading to a Frexit scenario. Section 5, a pivotal moment for France and Europe. This election is about more than just who will lead France for the next 5 years. It's a referendum on France's place in Europe and the world. A Macron victory would signal continuity and a commitment to the European project. A Le Pen win would be a seismic shock, potentially unraveling decades of European integration. Beyond Europe, this election has global significance. France is a nuclear power and a permanent member of the United Nations Security Council. A shift in French foreign policy under Le Pen could upset the global balance of power. At home, the election will shape France's approach to key challenges like economic recovery post-COVID and managing immigration. The choice French voters make will set the tone for how the country navigates these complex issues in the years to come. This is not just another election, it's a defining moment for France, Europe, and the future of liberal democracy. Section 6, the future of France. Implications of the election results. As we look to the future, the stakes couldn't be higher. A Macron victory would mean a continuation of his centrist pro-European Union policies. We'd likely see further economic reforms and a push for greater European integration. Macron would double down on his efforts to position France as a leader in the fight against climate change. A Le Pen win, however, would mark a radical departure. We'd see a France that's more inward-looking and nationalistic, Le Pen would likely move quickly to implement her promises on immigration and national preference. This could lead to tensions with France's immigrant communities and international partners. Regardless of the outcome, this election reveals deep divisions in French society. The next president will face the challenge of healing these rifts and uniting a polarized